Yo, 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 yo. What's good? 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 Oh, it is time for game number 1 in the second round of the playoffs between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. What's going on with y'all? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. And for the last time of the playoff round, we gonna have to hear because them motherfuckers lost the last time that we just so happened to go live, and they were eliminated. So on to the second round we go. Damn, straight out the gate, Dante DiVincenzo with a huge fucking block. Transition the other way. Get yourself a bucket, says Hartenstein. 2-0 is the lead. Pardon me. 4-2 is the lead. Golly. But let it be known right now in the chat, what do you guys believe will be the winner of this game? Now, I will say this much. Initially, I was going to go live for both games and then also stick around for Monday Night Raw. I think at best, I'll have to just do this here game because evidently there are things that I have to attend to later on this evening. But unfortunately, I won't be able to remain live. So he's staying here for the game. Brunson wins versus Halliburton. I believe that he will, go over there and cook, son. Don't get me wrong. I believe that he will go over there and cook, son. But let's go down the list and say hello to the people who just so happen to be in the building. Football, what's good? Avatar, Lil G, Peyton, always in the building. Sunset, Pacer Nation, stand up. That's wild. Big Grizzly Bear, Midas, what's happening? Black Hat, Valorian, U-Dog, JHM, Sam Soto in the building. Mike Lowe, how is it going? Dev, what's going on? Kiara, always in the building. Shadow Tales, how's it going? Yeah. What is going on with y'all? Hope y'all had yourselves a very blessed Monday. We getting to it over here. Indiana already going on an 8-0 run to respond to the 4 consecutive points scored by New York. So let's take care of business here today and see ourselves a very entertaining game. I'm actually cheering for the Knicks to win this series so they can make it back to the conference finals for the first time since 1999. And furthermore, that gives me an opportunity to go to a very high-octane crowd situation for the conference finals. So that will be something that is relatively interesting. June Boy said, yes, you had a great workout, worked abs and legs, had a few things around the house, had to do a few things around the house, and now you're chilling, watching the game with your favorite streamer. Well, I thank you for including me alongside your favorite streamers. That's love right there. Did I hear about a news KO this morning? Actually, yes, I did. First thing I saw on Twitter was he got knocked down, and in the very next video, he knocked somebody out. So, kudos to him. Oh, by the way, still don't know what the hell's going on with this Drake and freaking Kendrick beef. Against the Pacers, so much nostalgia. Ain't that the truth, ain't it? Ain't that the truth? Shit's crazy over here. How's my brother's workout journey? That is a great question for him because I could not tell you anything. I asked him the other day, has he been staying consistent with everything? He said he's kind of been out of it as of late. So I guess we could say it's kind of moot, but truly, I don't know. After last year, and I said that was pretty much it for me, I'm leaving it on his shoulders to go and make it happen. So y'all can hit him up on Instagram at ProphecyJA and find out what's going on with him. But there is that. Yeah, they're going back and forth here. Now, here's my prediction. I predict that New York wins this game. However, I think if Jalen Brunson messes around and goes for 40 again, they won't win. I don't think it has to be Brunson who leads them all the way in order to get this here W. Somebody else is going to need to step up. Like Josh Hart giving you all of those rebounds is essential, but you're going to need somebody else to score in the 20, 25, clip. Or if you happen to have 3, maybe 4 other guys in double figures, that gets you to like that 15 to 20 range. Because they're going to run that 7-man rotation. So with that being the case, if you're New York, you need to maximize your starters and have as many of them get involved. Because if it's a Jalen Brunson show, that plays right into how Indiana wants to play. Captay, what's good? Dwayne, put 2 on it. Said, who did the 76ers go home because of? Shit, you ain't got to tell me twice. When we asking why the 76ers went home, there's only one person to blame.
Tabas!
I don't think you heard me. I said when the 76ers got eliminated, who was the individual you had to blame?
Tabas!
Randall needs to get aggressive or he'll be traded. Well, unfortunately, he needs to get healthy or he's going to get the hell up out of there. Because let me tell you something right now. The worst thing a star player can experience is sitting on the sidelines as your team does good without you. Furthermore, Julius Randle was available last year, and the Knicks went down in the second round in 6 to Miami. Julius Randle is unavailable this year. Let the goddamn Knicks make it to the conference finals, let alone the NBA finals. I promise you, Julius Randle will be traded. I promise you he'll be traded. They're going to get that man to fuck up out of there because you don't need him. You play better without him. New York with the lead. Oh, also, congratulations to Victor Wembanyama winning the Rookie of the Year. Was there any doubt? Did anybody believe that Chet Holmgren would mess around and get it? Now, I don't believe that he got it unanimously, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he got it unanimously, but one way or another, shout out to him. He should have gotten Defensive Player of the Year. Did they announce it yet? I don't think they announced it yet. Inside the NBA announced it? Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, so the schedule for Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year will be announced tomorrow. Defensive Player of the Year will be announced tomorrow. So nothing is out yet. But Rookie of the Year did indeed go to Victor Wembanyama. But for the Defensive Player of the Year, that's going to be very interesting. Because I think it's Ben Wallace and Mutombo who have the most Defensive Player of the Year awards of all time. I think it's Dikembe and Ben Wallace both have 4. Gobert and Dwight both have it 3 times, and Howard had won 3 in a row. So with that being the case, Rudy Gobert has an opportunity to now etch his name next to 2 Hall of Famers of Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace. Dwight will get his call once he finally hangs up the sneaks, but I think somebody can mess around and sign Dwight. Chet was robbed is crazy. Chet being robbed of the Defensive Player of the Year is Rookie of the Year is crazy. Let's see. Lakers coaching issues aren't on LeBron. It's on Darvin Ham's decisions, bad lineups, lack of timeouts during runs, bizarre rotations like 4 guard setups with LeBron at the 5 show that the coaching is the problem. Media often miss details unless it's primetime games. Firing Frank Vogel might have been the mistake. Kendrick Perkins' take on LeBron being a coach killer is way off. LeBron's legacy is built on excellence, not coaching issues. Ham needs to go. Well, if there's one thing that the critique regarding LeBron being a coach killer can, be said is the fact that I believe the only coach that hadn't been fired with LeBron at the helm was Eric Spoelstra, was it not? Because Mike Brown, I believe, lost his job in Cleveland. I forget who was the very first coach that was there in Cleveland prior to Mike Brown's arrival. Spoelstra's time with the Heat, he was there from the beginning until the conclusion and still there now. Then you had Mans before Ty Lue. Not fuck. I have the freaking Panthers owner in my head. David. Blatt. I forget his first name. Then afterwards, you get to L.A. It's was Luke Walton coaching before Frank Vogel got there? Yeah, I think it was Walton to Vogel, and then from Vogel to now Ham. I agree with you. It's not solely on LeBron's shoulders. I agree. There's piss poor time management and understanding of runs. Bad rotations because it doesn't make sense to now have LeBron at the 5 but still play him offensively as if he's still at the 3, to where you have all these guys on the perimeter when LA is shooting the bottom 10th in the league in three-point attempt, but it doesn't make sense. However, I will say this much. There is a level of blame that needs to be put onto the shoulders of the players, not just the coaching in and of itself. But there is that. I'm not gonna be like Perkins, who puts this all on LeBron. Ham had to go. I think we all can say Ham was absolute ass as a head coach. No disrespect to him, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Well, I mean, it's not saying that LeBron's saved from accountability. What are you going to do? Fire LeBron? Think about it. Is your team better with or without LeBron? And when you think about it, also, if you look at the performances on the court, you truly can't say, outside of Anthony Davis, who else plays up to the par that LeBron does for the Lakers. Granted, LeBron is ball dominant and things of that nature, which I completely understand, but are you better with him or better without him? History has proven very difficult to be better without him. So between the two of them, I think Ham going was the right call. No coach will ever thrive with LeBron. I think coaches can thrive with LeBron if you surround him with the right pieces. Because if you're going to play with LeBron being the facilitator, which I've always thought was a sole mistake when you make him the only facilitator. I think the best scenario that LeBron ever had an opportunity to play with at this stage in his career was with Rajon Rondo. You put a prime Rondo alongside LeBron at literally any fucking age, it's perfection. Because now you have the threat of LeBron off ball. But they have LeBron being so ball dominant, you kind of put him in a very bizarre situation at this late stage of his career. Truly, in my opinion, I think they should try to make a move for CP3. As long as CP can stay healthy through and through, you now put LeBron in a situation where he doesn't have to be ball dominant, plays off ball, and now you have yourself a nightmare situation for defenses, depending on how you play it. But overall, Darvin Ham's rotations were piss poor. D'Lo was cold as ice, and I'm not talking about in the good way. So with that being the reality of the situation, the first thing that they probably should have done was find a different way to actually get shot attempts for Reeves rather than D'Lo. But they kept rolling with D'Lo. And he only showed you on one occasion that the man knew how to play basketball during the series. It's just a situation where, you know, you as a coach, you could say, well, you know, Vanderbilt wasn't healthy or what, and he doesn't even play at that particular position. Well, we could have just maybe used Reeves, but he didn't seem as if you're a coach. You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out. D'Lo should have been sent to the bench. You got Gabe Vincent playing miscellaneous minutes here and there. They don't even know how to use him. You should have pulled up some tape of what Eric Spoelstra was doing with Miami, utilizing Gabe Vincent, where they was using this man like he was a spot-up shooter. It's the same thing they did to Westbrook when he was there. Same thing they did to Melo when he was there. Stand in the corner. When you're ready for you, you flare out. We pass you the ball. You shoot a three. That's pretty much it. Don't even attempt to create your shot. Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Nathan, put 5 on it. Said the Orlando Magic had an 18-point lead at one point, but all of a sudden let it slip through their fingers. In the words of Adam Sandler, you blew it indeed. And it was wild to watch. Ooh, there's a 3-point attempt for Indiana. Can't seem to get it to fall. Let me give you guys some statistics real quick. 19-13 is the score favoring the New York Knicks right now. Jalen Brunson's got 10 points. Meanwhile, Josh Hart got 7. No subs just yet for New York, but you knew that was going to happen. They are currently out-rebounding Indiana by 2. They're not out-assisting Indiana, but thus far, the differential in this has just been a matter of making shots versus missing shots. New York is 7 of 15, so they're a little bit under 500. Meanwhile, Indiana is 4 of 14. They're shooting under 30%. Atrocious. Shit's crazy, bro. Avatar said Braun wanted DeJounte Murray, but make a trade. Pelinka would have given up players and assets. Your squad is then lacking depth. Ham coached the best he could with what he had. Do I think Ham coached the best he could? No. I think there was a lot of different things in which he could have done. However, there were trades that could have been made. I'm not going to sit over here and if he wanted DeJounte Murray, you wouldn't have to give up a shit ton of pieces. Because look at it like this. If the deal isn't, if there's not a good enough deal to make the deal, then you don't make the trade. You wouldn't want to make that trade. That'd be foolish. Because let's just say if the asking price from Atlanta for DeJounte Murray was Austin Reeves and Taurean Prince and a couple other wing guys, that's a foolish trade. You're losing, right? So if something's not available, or I should say, if the trade doesn't make sense, you don't do it. But overall, there's no denying that Ham was just not a very good coach at where it was right there. So DeRozan and Caruso are going to be Lakers next season. Let me tell you something right now. Letting Caruso walk was the worst thing they could have fucking did. Now, they should have gotten DeRozan years ago, so hopefully they can mess around and grab him. Funny enough, a lot of people had asked me, would I want DeRozan in Miami? I think Caruso fits the bill for a Miami player more than DeMar DeRozan, but I'll see what Pat Riley is cooking when the time does come. Oh, wait a minute. David out here making ribeye steaks. Oh, my. Can't beat it. Need that. Brother Murd, what's going on? That man eating good. Can't go wrong with a good steak. Listen, let me tell you something. Every time I go out for dinner, if there's steaks on the menu, I'm damn near ordering it. DJ B. Silly in the building. What's good? Said he's the definition of not every assistant coach in the NBA is capable of being a head coach. Correct. Correct. I feel bad for Phil Handy, though, because he got fired alongside the entire Ham coaching staff. I feel bad for Phil Handy, though. Caruso's a good addition to any team that needs a role player. Absolutely. He definitely is. Oh, hold on. Let me pull up this for Monday Night Raw. I'll put it over here on the computer so I could kind of glance over and watch it as it's happening. Let's put the volume all the way down. There we go. Thoughts on Pat Riley commenting on Jimmy Butler, saying he should have kept his mouth shut since he's in Galveston. Well, here's the thing, right? Pat Riley is somebody who's always in your face, and he's not afraid of confrontation. You've seen it while he was a player. You've seen it while he was a coach, whether it was in Los Angeles, whether it was in New York, whether it was in Miami. He's somebody who's going to tell you straight to your face. Jimmy is the exact same way. The problem is the people in the media are, for lack of a better term, pussies. So best believe when Jimmy sees Pat, he'll probably bring that up to Pat. Or when Pat sees Jimmy, he'll bring that up to Jimmy. This isn't as big of a story as people are making it out to seem. The two of them, no doubt in my mind, conversated, or they will conversate. And when it comes to the negotiations coming this summer regarding Jimmy's upcoming contract, best believe availability and the style of play throughout the season will be something that'll be discussed. But overall, this is a non-story. Because remember when when Jimmy Butler had gotten in Eric Spoelstra's face and they had a confrontation on the court where Udonis Haslem had to get in Jimmy's face and the whole media was running with what's going on with the Heat, Eric Spoelstra and Jimmy Butler getting in front of each other's faces, everything's falling apart, and then what happens? They make a run to the NBA Finals. I'm not going to sit over here and be like, Heat culture different. Y'all just wouldn't understand. But these are grown men who aren't afraid of confrontation, and they're willing to confront each other. So this is a non-story. Now, if this was, let's say, Tom Thibodeau and Jalen Brunson, you could run to the media and go with that. If this is Darvin Ham and LeBron James, you can go to the media and run with that. But Pat Riley, Jimmy Butler, you let them handle that. You let them handle that. Because what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Do I think Miami will trade Hero? Funny enough, if Hero don't come off the bench, I say yes. Because I saw there was something on Twitter where they said Tyler Hero had liked a tweet where they had insinuated, somebody who had tweeted that, Udonis was talking out of his ass saying that Hero should come off the bench when Hero is actually a starting player in the NBA. Now, here's the thing. I think Tyler Hero is, I think he can be a starter in the NBA. But for Miami, the way their roster is constructed right now, he should be coming off the bench. Let's just say if they go out and they grab a big center who actually plays center rather than like a stretch forward, some situation that you can, or a hybrid like Bam Adebayo, then I would say put Tyler Hero on the bench because you need some added scoring coming off the bench. Miami doesn't have that. And when Tyler Hero came off the bench, sixth man of the year. So it all depends. But in my opinion, I think perhaps the time may have ran by with Tyler Hero in Miami, depending on what you're able to get. If you can't find something that's better, don't trade him. Because I don't think he should be somebody who's just part of a package deal just to trade and exchange a bunch of players. You better trade that man to get a star. Nathan put 5 on and said all the talent the Clippers had, Kawhi, PG-13, Westbrook, and Harden, yet they can't get over the hump. 2020, everybody thought they were going to win it all. Here's the funny thing about it. The thing with the Clippers is, at this point, it's historically. This whole millennium, whenever they make it to the postseason, they expire. Nobody's ever healthy. Nobody's ever healthy. That's just the reality of the situation. And availability is your best ability. Kawhi Leonard can't play an entire postseason series. He simply can't because he's never available to do so. Paul George, playoff P, inconsistency, bars. Russell Westbrook, 100% lost a step. James Harden is no longer the dude who's going to be the one on the team. Or at least that's not how he's played as of late. So this collective of talent that they just so happen to have, they'll never be able to win because they refuse to remain healthy through and through. If I was Los Angeles and Steve Ballmer, I would willingly take the NBA fine for not playing star players back-to-back games. Furthermore, I would take the fine for having star players both sit out of games, as New York has a 7-point lead, by the way. I would have Kawhi play half of the season. At that, 35 to 40-some games. Take the large-ass fine. Tell Adam Silver from the beginning of the year, hey, I got X amount of millions for you for this fine. When the playoffs come around, you have a healthy Kawhi. You got a healthy PG. Russell's always going to play them games. You can't force that man to sit down, and maybe you'll see if Harden, is able to play at capacity. At that point, now you have a legitimate Clippers team because they're going to fucking expire. That's their situation. Whether it was Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, whether it was Chris Paul, or I should say Chris Paul, Crawford, and Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, Lou Williams, and company, Kawhi, Paul George and company, or Kawhi, Paul George, Harden, and Westbrook, same situation. Same situation. It's ridiculous. Oh, we're coming to the close of the first quarter. Uh-oh. New York got that very special number, ladies and gentlemen. How much points do the Knicks have?
27.
27.
27.
27.
27
27 27 27 27
17
27
27
27
27
27.
27.
27
27
27
27
27
27
27
27
27
27
Yo, I really let this son bitch go on this long. God damn.
27.
Yeah, Damian Priest does kind of that brother looks smooth with that title. But got to figure out what exactly it was with McIntyre being pulled out, if it's a work or a shoot. But one way or another, Knicks lead at the conclusion of the quarter. (27-24). Knicks lead at the conclusion of the quarter. Black Shadow, what's good? Oh, I already talked about Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler, but to give you my synopsis, it's Miami. This what they do. They're both confrontational. They gonna talk to each other. This is a non-story. Media tried to spin it when Jimmy and Eric Spoelstra had gotten in each other's face. Pat Riley is no different than Eric Spoelstra. All they're gonna do is either talk over the phone or they're gonna talk in person. But best believe this is something that the media got no reason discussing. These two grown-ass men, they fixing to talk about it. Dom looked like Pedro Pascal on fentanyl. I mean, shit, you ain't wrong about that. If I was a wrestler, who's my dream match? Chris Benoit, no, but me and The Rock. Me and The Rock. End of the first quarter, let me give you guys some more statistics right now. You got Jalen Brunson leading all scorers, followed by Josh Hart, 10 and 9. 10 and 9. Meanwhile, for the Pacers, it's balanced across the entire board. Everybody who's played a minute has scored with the exception of Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam, which is crazy to me. Nobody is in foul trouble at all to any particular kind of degree, and leading the way for the Indiana Pacers is McConnell off the bench with 6, but it's balanced across the board with 6, 4 coming from Nesmith, and then 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, all this across the board. So it's very balanced for Indiana. But if I'm them, remember what I said. Keep Jalen Brunson away from getting other people involved. I have no issue with Jalen Brunson going crazy. Stop the other people who's around him, and I think you win the game. My prediction is if Jalen Brunson scores at least 40, New York actually loses, depending on the situation. Yeah, he is bisexual Undertaker. How do I feel about the rap stuff? I haven't listened to the music yet. I have Raw here too. Hold on, wait a minute. I got it over here. I got it right there. Drake kind of defended himself by saying nothing in his last one. Well, don't spoil. Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing to spoil it. What I think about the Uncle Howdy stuff, give it time just to find out what ends up going down, I guess. Did I see the RDC World Laker? Funny enough, it was on my recommended, but I didn't watch it. I legitimately just saw it on my recommended just now. Am I streaming Nuggets and Timberwolves tonight? No, I'm only going to do this game. I'm not even going to go through with Raw because I have some things I have to take care of now this evening that had just popped up. So, all right, let's see what goes on over here. Start of the second quarter, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Tie game, 27 all. You know what that means. It's double 27.
27.
27!
27.
27.
27.
Tais.
27.
27.
27.
Incept.
Yes, day one-ish. Uso is over there replacing son. All right, somebody got to make a play. On the floor. Oh, I think Brunson is on the bench. Yeah, Brunson's getting a little bit of a break. What a fucking block. Golly. All right, good pass. They got to score. They got to be able to score. If you're Indiana, this particular lineup that New York has on the floor, they ain't got no goddamn scorers. If you Indiana, you got to be able to take advantage over here. Please give the King of the Ring tournament respect. I sure hope so. That they do it the right way. I don't like this New York lineup at all, bro. You got Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, OG. Oh, Brunson just came back into the game. Brunson just came back into the game. They about to be in trouble. They need you see how they need Brunson or Hart on the floor in order to get shots? I'm just glad that Brunson has energy because that brother could mess around and burn out. You feel like if Gunther wins King of the Ring, Jay got to win Money in the Bank? Well, I think Gunther should win King of the Ring. Your company was in the news. Whoa, wait a minute. Wasn't two stockbrokers banged cleaning? Wait, they banged the cleaning staff in the office? Oh, Lord. What the hell? Part of the game is this? That's crazy. The Knicks are too reliant on their starters because Thibodeau runs this dumbass 7-8-man rotation. And they can't score without Jalen Brunson or Josh Hart. The two of those dudes are the only two dudes who be creating a shot. You just saw OG on 3 different possessions try to create his own shot. That man can't seem to figure out how to find the basket. Oh, there it is. Pull up, pull up. Oh, that's terrible. Enzo, what's going on? Oh, that's a foul on the floor. Thank you, Hartenstein. Tie game, 29-29. Knicks need to get past round 2, pray for a victory. Well, if I'm New York, you can't split at home. You got to get that goddamn W because you know Indiana's going to have their home crowd on tilt. Tibbs will have 3 players play at least 44 minutes, correct. that's a shot. Come on, McConnell. Come on, McConnell. What are we doing? Jeff said Tom going to have to use Alex Burke and Prince in this rotation. I don't think he will. Because overall, he's prioritizing the guys that he got to go over there and really be able to kill. But I don't know. Golly. Oh, Samantha Irvin? Okay. Come on. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Wow. You knew it was only a matter of time before he had an opportunity to go and get that shot off. It was only a matter of time before that goes off. You got to deny the three-point line. How the fuck you allowing them? Right now, Indiana is 5 of 11 from 3. Becky Hogan Lynch got to drop the belt, go full heel. Okay, fair enough. Well, timeout, 33-32. Going on over here. New York in front. Well, pardon me, they behind. And over on Raw is Jey Uso and Finn Balor. It's Jey Uso and Finn Balor. Oh, there's a female hobbit. Sis Adonis is in the building. Hello there. Tell your mother I said hello. Go to the bathroom, look yourself in the mirror, slap what you see. But that's neither here nor there. All right. Let's see if Prince Devitt is able to get himself a W over Snakeskin Jey Uso. I don't think that's fixing to go down, though. There's almost no way that Jey Uso messes around and loses this match. I can't envision a circumstance where Finn Balor comes out on top. Dawn Staley is the best coach for the Lake. Nah, she ain't never going to leave South Carolina until she retire. She is not leaving South Carolina unless she retire. Do I think Scotty Barnes has special needs is crazy. Where did that come from? Does he move like somebody who on the spectrum? I wouldn't know. Oh, the main man, Dano, what's going on, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute. Said your Celtics might choke or win it all. No in between. Hey, listen, it's one or the other. That's legitimately how they've been operating, and they find ways to choke. Even when they lost in the finals against the Warriors, 100 turnovers in a playoff run by Tatum is crazy. 100 turnovers in a playoff run is crazy. Something wrong with that man. So when it come time for him to have to show up and show out consistently, he'll find a way to let you down. He'll find a way to let you down. You can see J.J. Redick being the next coach. Apparently, he's in the contention for possibly becoming the next head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers. I didn't know that up until I think it was this past weekend. God damn. Oh, look like Finn Balor's got the upper hand on Jey Uso right now. I wonder what it feels like to be WWE talent, knowing that you left from France to come back to fucking Connecticut and the crowd not be as on fire as it was this past weekend. I'd be sick. Wizards need a good coach. They also need a good roster. Because them boys was ass this year. Premium ass. I'm talking like unwashed. Them boys had skid marks every time they stepped onto the court. It was really bad. Yeah, they were so trash. I don't know what was going on. Might have said probably still better than no crowd. I mean, yeah, a crowd is better than no crowd at all. TKG said, my thoughts on last night roast of the Brady winner and loser. Oh, I didn't even watch it. Fun fact, I think what we can do is maybe Maybe we'll go live on Kick because I don't think we could be able to watch it on Twitch. But maybe we go live on Kick, maybe Wednesday, and watch the entire roast. Because I think on Kick there would be no violation. I think on Twitch, and of course on YouTube, copyright is a motherfucker. All right, game back. Edelman had some dark. Yeah, they was roasting the fuck out of Hernandez. And I saw a tweet where they said something about Aaron Hernandez's ex-wife had felt very discouraged about the jokes and everything. Of course he would. But I'm not remotely surprised. I'm curious to hear if Belichick had something to say. I saw Drew Bledsoe had something to say. So overall, I look forward to probably checking it out and seeing what that shit is hitting for. Oh, Jey Uso starting to pick up. Might have said that there's people online complaining that the Friends Cloud was too loud. Oh, no. Those people are retarded. Those people are mentally challenged. Something's wrong with them. Come on now. Something wrong with them. People like that just find reasons to be upset at everything. Their whole life is ridiculous. You mean to tell me you upset that a crowd is too loud?
You remind me of a jackass.
I'm sorry. Let me say that again. You thought the crowd was what? Too loud?
You remind me of a jackass.
Ridiculous. Soul in the building. What's good? How's it going? Whoa. You said, "What? Oh, your brother got killed today, and you've been losing your shit, been watching my videos, and it made you realize why I'm your favorite YouTube." Whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Big D Joe Johnson, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Damn. My condolences, brother. Oh, that's tough, man. Hey, that's brutal. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You always are in the chat with high spirits and everything of that nature. I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. Hey, condolences in the chat for Joe Johnson, man. Condolences in the chat. Damn, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad. I know losing your stuff. That's don't feel weird about that happening. There's no way to grieve. There's no timeline for that. Everybody takes their time differently, but I will say this much. As I always say, whenever somebody does pass, you have to keep their essence alive with how you navigate through life. All right. So you keep his aura around you at all times and how you live your life day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. But it's going to take time. Take your time to grieve. Don't feel as if you got to bottle up your emotion. Let all that raw pain out. Let all that emotion out. And day by day, the blow won't hurt as hard as it does right now, brother. So condolences to you, man. Damn. Sorry to hear that, man. That's tough. Yeah, man. Prayers in the chat. Prayers in the chat for sure. And we've had a couple of people who are actually in the chat who had to deal with losses that happen on a day of a stream or anything of that nature. And we've always been able to at least be there for each other in this community. So I can at least feel a little bit better knowing that, you know, you guys can be there for each other while in the chat, build this like a big happy family kind of situation. For, hey, man, but if you need somebody to talk to, you got my email, and I'm pretty sure there's people who's in the chat who's willing to go and talk to you as well, brother. So Godspeed. Do your best that you can to keep it together. It's going to be kind of hard to go to sleep tonight. No doubt in my mind that'll be the case, but hey, man, listen, we're all here with you. Malachi, put 2 on it. Said Tobias Harris is the new Grant Williams. I mean, no. Tobias is not the new Grant Williams. Tobias is like, Tobias is a little bit different. Because you never expected Grant Williams to be somebody who's going to bring it home. You never expected that. Tobias was supposed to be like, oh, did he just touch Irv? Jalen Brunson made this man touch Irv. Good Lord. But what did I say he was? I forgot. I compared him the other day. I forgot. Yeah, bro, we're always here for you. P Sensei, now ain't the time. But Indiana in front right now, though, ladies and gentlemen. Indiana in front right now. I believe Jalen Brunson is still leading all scorers with 16 points. He's on his way to 20. I don't believe he'll get to 40 today. But if he does, I think New York will lose. Followed by Josh Hart with 11. Those are the only two players who are in double figures thus far in this game. Oh, Alan, what's going on? I didn't even see you get into the doggone chat. Jeff, what's happening? You said that you're sorry for the loss. You know the feeling. You lost your brother and your uncle in a span of 6 days 2 years ago. Sending you healing, energy, and light as always. If you need somebody to talk, yes, indeed, Jeff. I remember when you had mentioned those unfortunate passings, man. You've gone through a lot. And it's kudos to you as well, being able to showcase your perseverance to keep it together while you navigate through not only life as a brother, a sister, as a brother, a father, a friend, cousin, things of that nature. So with all that being the case, man, you've showcased a lot of strength as well. Big shout out to Neo Gohan, if you happen to be over there in the chat as well. Lost your mother not too long ago. I believe it was early last year or maybe 2 years ago, and you still find ways to come over to the chat, and we always go back and forth and show each other love and things of that nature, man. So just know, if you happen to be going through something, we're always here for you, I should say. Big Fat Paulie, when you were going through some stuff last year, we was able to stand here with you, and here you are still here, and you're crushing it. So it's very important. It's very important we be there for each other, man. You're going through some, hey, you can feel free to write it over there in the chat. Then hey, we conversate about it and we move forward in life. It's not all about this entertainment and watching the game and all this other stuff, because it's real life that's going on outside of just going live and the stream and being in the community, man. So we always here for you. Shucks said, do I see Jimmy going back to Philadelphia? No. I think he's bitter enough to where he would never want to go back over there because they chose Tobias over him. Malachi, put 5 on it. Said, for anybody dealing with it, you don't have to suffer in silence. We're here. For everybody dealing with the loss of a loved one, yes, indeed, man. TDM said, you're not going to lie, that news made you call your brother and check up on him. I couldn't imagine losing your brother, bro. Yeah, man, listen, it's tough. It's tough. I don't talk about it often, but I've mentioned it before with unknown Adonis battling freaking kidney failure as we speak. He just sent me a text message. I know that phone call is coming at one point. I don't know if it's this year. I don't know if it's next year, but there's no doubt in my mind it's fixing to go down. I try to be as optimistic as I can be, but I also got to be realistic. I know that phone call is going to come, and it's the one call that I never anticipated preparing myself for, but it's the one that I have to prepare myself for. Life is difficult, man. Life very difficult, man. Finn Balor wailing on Jey Uso, but I think this match fixing to come to an end because I don't anticipate them having 3 commercial breaks for this opening segment. Storm said, you try not to say much in here or to anybody what it is that you're going through, but you think you have said some stuff in here before, if anybody remembers. Perhaps you have. Perhaps you have. I'd have to sit here. I'd have to really think. But yeah, I used to always like try to keep everything, to myself, but then you got to understand, like there really is a community. There's a community for everybody who's always there for you. You just have to be able to find them per se, but it's not usually easy, but you just commune around different particular kind of individuals who you hold dear, and then soon enough you'll be like, hey, I can entrust this individual with this kind of information about what I'm dealing with personally, and you lean on them, they lean on you. Oh, good Lord. It seems as if Finn Balor is about to take flight over here. I'm slightly delayed. Indiana's still in front, by the way. 40-38. Look at the stars that's in MSG. And I still have to go to a playoff game with my father, man. Still got to go to a playoff game with my father. I'm going to go to a Ranger game probably if they can cruise through this second round and make it to the conference final. I'll see if I can go to both a Knicks playoff conference final game and also a Rangers conference final game. So we'll see how that messes around and goes down. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes... Yeah, I knew it was only a matter of time that Drew McIntyre show up. But who does Drew have beef with? Because realistically, he should have beef with both of these dudes. Why that dude look like Maxie is crazy. I mean, he kind of does. How does Jey Uso win with a spear? I don't like that at all. How does Jey Uso win with a spear? I don't like that at all. I can't stand that joint. I knew Finn was gonna lose. I told you. Unbell said, I need to react to the Drake and the Kendrick beef now. I mean, maybe I'll give the stuff a listen. Maybe I'll have to give it a listen. Because I just haven't found the time in order to sit there and listen to the back-to-back tracks and everything of that nature. It just seemed like when people was all cheering, saying, man, hip-hop back, and then now all of a sudden people talk about it went too personal. So I think the public is incredibly fickle. 44-40 to score right now, by the way. Still only 2 people who are in double figures, that being Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. Where I put my water? Is it in front of me? Oh, yeah. Black Freakazoid said, you ain't really got to cover it. Now it's being way too oversaturated. I think, and on top of that, I bet there's a bunch of different things that I probably would mess around and miss because I'm not heavily into the music scene, but beef is what is a part of hip hop. So overall, as long as it's, done the right way, then I think it works. But there's people talking about Kendrick being an actual domestic abuser and then all of a sudden Drake being somewhat of a pedophile. So if his son is over here being an EDP, then, at that point, it's kind of like, oh boy, these are 2 terrible people. Still in the One Piece? Yes. I'm about, I think 3. I'm letting some 3, maybe 4 episodes behind. I'm trying to let it pile up. Damn Rudy in the building, put 2 on it. What's good? Better wrestler, Eva Marie or Maxine Dupree? Okay, so I would go Maxine Dupree every day of the week. Eva is ass. Absolute ass. Maxine could be improved, but there is not a single, there's very few wrestlers I would rank underneath Eva Marie, let alone women's wrestler. Eva Marie is so doggone trash. It's not even, fam, she should have never came into the business. Okay, DiVincenzo. Oh, wait a minute. That brother got some moves. Hold on. Golly. Nah, Jillian was never really a wrestler like that. They never tried to make it seem as if Jillian Hall was somebody to be taken seriously. They attempted to do that with Eva Marie. Oh, Lee, this is interesting. Back and forth we got over here. And still, now Shepard, that Shepard had got himself now to double digits with this basket. And he's leading the Pacers in scoring, by the way. Every single Pacer that has logged a minute has a point. Every single, I said Shepard, I meant McConnell. Every single Pacer that has played has got a basket. We need AJ Lee back. I agree. I just wish that she would be willing to return back to the ring, because there's so many different opponents that exists for AJ Lee, and I loved AJ Lee when she was wrestling. I didn't read a book, though. I know Sis Adonis read the book. I know you in the chat. You can let the people know in the comment section what you thought of the book. Crazy being a superpower. I don't know if it's your superpower. You just crazy, but that's neither here nor there. Rudy Gobert out for game 2 with the birth of his child. Oh, my. Oh, there you go, Indiana. All right, Indiana, 6-point lead. We're coming to the close of the first half. We are coming to the close of the first half. 52-46. Indiana, opportunity to make this lead a little bit larger. Saying Soldier Project for 5. Said you really want Jay main event title run, but you also love Finn. So when the Judgment Day splits, the Finn Priest feud will cook. It will, but I don't know if they'll end up pulling the trigger on Finn messing around and winning said title. Because it's long overdue for that to happen. But there is a little bit of a fear within me that they'll actually pull the trigger and have him win the championship. Because anybody who is a fan of the product would be able to sit there and say, hey, the story writes itself. You can have Finn go over on Priest, Priest go over on Finn, and then have them, play hopscotch with the title because a number of different things can happen. You could force JD and Dom to pick sides. Obviously, JD would go with Finn because they're actual childhood friends, if I'm not mistaken, or they go back to outside the company. I don't know about childhood friends. But overall, there's a lot of different things, or I should say avenues they can go with that particular feud. Huge fucking 3 from Halliburton to close out. But then New York answers right back. Golly, what a fucking 3 from Hartenstein. That's crazy. Homie just loaded it up and got himself a half-court 3 for the end of the doggone half. All right, 4-point game. Did he get it off in time? Yes, he did. That's good right there. All right, New York. 6-point lead at the break. Oh, look at Drew McIntyre. Oh, look at the car that fucking Drew McIntyre done pulled up in. All right. That brother got a little bit of money for a rental car. Finn trained both JD and Becky, indeed. Oh, wow. What the hell? CM Punk. Brunson feeling the bounce back. Well, I mean, we'll have to see. Funny how people look up to wrestlers when they're all bullies, cheaters, and drug addicts, 95%. 95 is a large number. If you were looking back in like the 80s and 90s, maybe even the early 2000s, yes. But then now, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think that number is substantially dropped down. Green beans are mid. I think it depends on how you season them. Most people don't season their green beans, which you shouldn't. But I have tasted some seasoned green beans, and my heavens, do they taste rather delectable. Wrestlers now are still addicts, just mostly smoke weed. Well, depends on the percentage. I think a lower percentage smoke weed. Maybe there's a larger percentage of weed smokers in wrestling now than they were back then, but it's not as much as people would believe. You like how they do the camera work now? Yeah, I love this one-shot situation, man. This shit's dope. Thoughts on Joe Burrow losing Jordan Burrows? Well, Jordan Burrows. It escapes me. Is that F1? Is that NASCAR? Is that like the photo finish thing that was going on? I wouldn't know. People still view weed as a drug. I do. There's people who legitimately say you can't get addicted to weed. I disagree. If you're somebody who can't function unless you got to go and smoke, listen, you are an addict. Like, you can't convince me that, oh man, it's not something that's addictive. Yeah, yes, it is. There's people who go to parties. Oh, hold on, wait, I got to spark up. Huh? Yo, I got a job interview. I bet. Yo, let me go and spark up. What? Yo, I'm about to pop out to this club. You trying to pull up? Yeah, hold on, wait, man, let me go spark up. Thanksgiving, the family coming over. I bet. Yo, let me just go spark up. Yo, I'm about to go. You taking a shower? We getting ready to go out in a couple of hours. Yeah, for sure. Let me just spark up. You're an addict. You're a victim. It's incredibly, like, come on now. You know how many people who be talking about they can't function unless they got to spark up? Fam, you are an addict. Who are you fooling? Oh, they cheering for CM Punk. Like, that's the joint that kills me. Like, there's ways in which you can do stuff. Like, for example, if you're a creative and you can't be creative unless you're high, you're an addict. Therefore, you're not really creative. If you need a bunch of all of these different additives in order to go and have fun or in order to do a bunch of different things, you addicted to that high that gets you to another high. That's just what it is. Like, I like to drink, but I could have a good time without drinking. I don't need to have one. I could go pop out with friends, family, colleagues, whatever the case just so happen to be. Not touch a single drink and having a magnificent time. Or if I touch a drink, it's still cool. But there's some people who need this in order to function. And that's where the addict situation kicks in. Aldo done said, damn, now you feeling like you want to spark up. Don't do that. Jordan Burroughs, the Olympic wrestler. I should watch it. Okay. I'll give it a look. Lawrence, put 5 on it. Should WrestleMania be more about quality over quantity? Yes. Should it be 11 to 12 matches on nights 1 and 2, or should it be 9 to 10 matches on night 1 and 2? I think it should be at maximum 5 to 6 matches. Because look what happened at the PLE at France. It was only 5 matches on that card, and that felt like an all-time pay-per-view. I don't think you should have all these damn matches. I think WrestleMania should be reserved for the best feuds. There should be no throwaway matches on there. No disrespect to the Pride and Final Testament. They could have had that kind of match at like an Extreme Rules. That didn't need to be on WrestleMania. It didn't need to be on WrestleMania. CM Punk cooking. I look forward to watching it again tomorrow. But I am seeing him having his speech time inside the ring right now. But let me give you some statistics at the break right now. Indiana leading 55-49. Leading the way for them, funny enough, is TJ McConnell with 10 points, followed by Shepard with 8. Miles Turner with 9, Halliburton with 6, Siakam with 6, Jackson with 6. Every single Indiana Pacer who has touched the floor has scored, by the way. They're running a 9-man rotation at the moment. Meanwhile, for New York, running an 8-man rotation, have 1 point off the bench by way of free throw. And it's Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, go figure, leading the way for those guys. Hartenstein hit a 3 just before halftime, buzzer beater at that, to cut the deficit down to 6 at the break. And might I add, 15 fucking assists coming by way of Indiana right now, which is insane because they've doubled the amount of assists that's coming from New York. At the moment, New York only has 7, and they're out rebounding New York 24-21. Offensive rebounds 5-2. And at the free throw line, New York has shot 9 of 11 versus the 2 of 3 from Indiana. So people who always talk about free throw merchants, that's not the case. The name of the game is the difference at the 3-point line and the assist line as well, because Indiana's made 3 more assists than, or I should say 3 more threes than the Knicks. Alejandro said, check out BBL Drizzy Metro Freeze. First off, BBL Drizzy is crazy. In fact, didn't I just see a tweet earlier where they put highlights of Kyle Lowry, and I think they said they put BBL Drizzy as the title? I didn't even click on that. I didn't even know that was a legitimate name of a song. That's crazy. That's crazy. Son horny. Man's got to relax. Tyrese Halliburton, your favorite? Okay. It's not after hours, but Nikita Lyons posted on Insta and it's delicioso. Oh, really? Okay. Rob S says you're addicted to big booty Dominicans. Well, they are rather delectable, I must say so myself. Magnificent to look at. Or engage in cordial affairs with. What? That's a different conversation. Almost says that's a horrible comparison because alcohol is actually addictive, makes you chemically dependent on it, and gives you withdrawals. The same can be said about with marijuana as well. Maybe not so much chemically, but let's call it what it is. How many times do you see people who's addicted to freaking smoking, and all of a sudden when they're supposed to stop, they struggle to get off? I think it's the same way with everything. You could be addicted to pornography, and the withdrawals that doesn't kick in. The struggle to go and get off. Although there could be different sort of things that happen scientifically, chemically, all within the body, I still think the same thing applies. Because you're more a creature to your habits. So if you've done something over and 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 over again, breaking said cycle, when whatever it is that does brings you joy and that dopamine release that you really do desperately chase, at that particular point, it's going to be difficult to get off of all that shit. Billy Hunter said that you're addicted to BBL Latinas. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. BBL Latinas. Why not just find a Latina that don't got a BBL? Just make sure that they're not at the age in which they become, the washing machine shape. Metro said he'll give a free beat to who did the best freestyle using the hashtag BBL Drizzy Challenge. Oh my. We have the same Vegeta figure. Can't beat it. This right here, the GOAT. He is indeed the GOAT. Killpiece said, addicted to corn, name Jack the Beanstalk of Jack in the Box. Yeah, there's some people who's addicted to pornography. Which, for one, I understand how it happens. Completely get it. A lot of time people say, man, I don't understand how somebody can be addicted. No, I understand why it would happen. Completely understand why it would happen, especially if you're somebody who's not actively engaging in cordial affairs. I completely understand how that would happen. And even if you are somebody who's currently engaging in cordial affairs, just a fantasy in and of itself, I completely understand why somebody would mess around and get hooked. And you need to go find an accountability partner to make sure that shit does not happen anymore. Because the easiest way to go and overcome most things in life, have somebody go through the journey with you and hold you accountable. And if you truly are not only holding yourself accountable, but holding that other individual accountable, and you're being 100% honest with each other, you'll be able to conquer anything. Legitimately, if you was to go and have like your friend or maybe a brother or sister or whatever it is that you happen to be dealing with, and y'all both on some, all right, cool, yo, we going cold turkey. We ain't doing this shit no more. All right, cool. We gonna check in every day at random points in the day, rather than have a set time. Random points in the day, we gonna check in on each other to make sure that we ain't break what it was that we originally agreed upon. Cool. You gonna spend so much more time anticipating when that phone call or that text message gonna come. You're not even gonna be thinking about what it is that you was initially dealing with. The first couple of weeks are gonna be very difficult. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be more than a few days. First couple of weeks are gonna be incredibly difficult. Let you make it to 6 weeks, to 2 months, then to 90 days at that 3-month mark, you good. You good. It's clean. It's smooth sailing from that particular point. Rather than look at it as, man, this is the start of day 1 for the rest of my life. Look at it as day 1 of 90. By the time you make it to 90, you're not even really gonna care about shit no more. People usually say it takes 6 weeks to break a habit, or maybe 3 months to break a habit. I more lean towards the 3-month mark. Give yourself 90 days, I promise you can get out of whatever the fuck you're dealing with. Do I think Josh Hart is going to go off next half? Well, right now, Josh Hart is sitting at 11, 7, and 2. I think Hart will grab more rebounds just off of the hustle alone. But with points, I think it's going to be a 2-man kind of situation because, funny enough, OG has taken 10 shots. It certainly doesn't feel like it. And Brunson has taken 12. I think Hart has the propensity to go off, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. Because if I'm Indiana, I would just cue in on everybody around Brunson and let Brunson run amok, but stop everybody else. Once you get into VR, it's a wrap. VR what? VR. Kilpy said you liked corn when you was younger a lot. I think a lot of dudes did. When I was younger, man, junior high, shit. Even in high school to a certain degree. I'd be like, man, but I was just taking notes and because I always looked at it from a form of like education, not to where it's like, oh man, the super jackhammer was enough to teach me. I would sit there and say, all right, you do this. That's where I discovered aftercare. I'm like, okay, there's this over here. All right, they doing that. This is what this is. That's what that. And I didn't write everything out like some fucking brainiac, but I made a lot of mental notes. But it came to the point where I was more interested in the plot than the action in and of itself. And then I was like, this is stupid. And then cold turkey. I'm like, yeah, it's done. It's done. Who's my winner for each series? I have New York winning in this series, Boston winning in the series against Cleveland, Denver beating Minnesota, despite the fact that I really want Minnesota to come out and win that doggone series. And then lastly, between Dallas and OKC, I have Dallas winning that series. So we will see. In how many games? Here's what's interesting. I think New York will get Indiana in 6. I would hope that it's 7, but only because I can go to the game. But I would say New York is going to get Indiana in 6, and it all comes down to what the home stand looks like for both teams. Because I think New York, if they can get one in Indiana, they'll be able to close it out in 6. But New York in 6. Dallas is a difficult one, man. Dallas is a difficult one. Dallas and OKC is a difficult one. Dallas in 6, Boston in 5, and then ultimately Denver in 7. Denver in 7. Oh, Lord, here come this old-ass motherfucker. Get Natalia the fuck up out of here, please. Can somebody get Natalia the fuck up out of here, please? EO need to destroy this lady. Make it quick work. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. Nobody wants to see this grandma, son. Get this grandma off my screen. Get this grandma off my screen, please. Golly. Retire, old hag. Golly, ridiculous. But in the finals, initially coming into the playoffs, I predicted Boston versus Denver. But in my soul, I want to see New York versus Minnesota. Wilson Jean said, you've done corn since you was about 20. Now you don't even masticate. Oh, pardon me, that's chewing. So it's master the other one. As much anymore because you treat it as a job. There are moments in which, like, legitimately, you could get so bored. I think Dave Chappelle had made a joke about it, and a bunch of the men was able to resonate because I think they've all been there. Wow, Josh Hart tried to get himself a dunk, able to get it any way to go. But, like, you could be in the midst, and it's like, yeah, I'm kind of good on this. I'll be all right. So once you get to that point, it's like, yeah, it's not really worth it. Just go get yourself a harlot or somebody that you fancy. Make them a primary coital appointment and then move forward with that, fam. But there are moments in which the horn can be so doggone strong that, you know, temptation becomes a motherfucker. But that's where it's very important to have conversations with your primary, secondary, and coital appointments and kind of let them know what's going on over there. If there's one person you can't stand more than Dom, it's Natalia. I'm right there with you, man. I'm just ready to see her go, fam. I've had enough of seeing Natalia on my doggone television screen for years. It's time for her to retire. Tony Baker said big booties don't excite him no more. I mean, shit. I'd like to say he's on his own, but I can't lie to you. Social media, I don't like it. In person, it's not too bad, but then it comes a point where it can get a little bit out of hand. Oh, there's a three-point attempt, wide open. Can't get that to go. That's a goddamn shame. You should have made it. 4-point game. Oh, yes, indeed, DJ B. Silly. I saw that earlier. Ric Flair did admit during his retirement match in 2022 he had a heart attack because he passed out 3 times in the doggone ring. It's crazy to me. Crazy to me that this man just kept fucking going. Ridiculousness. Did I tell my secondary about the primary? Of course, I'm very transparent. I'm not going to sit over here and not do that. Before I turned 25, I was moving swifty in the streets. Can't do that no more. Not doing it. I'd rather be upfront and honest and be the asshole in the moment than to be very deceptive and end up being the asshole and the douchebag on the back end. More often than not, your sheer honesty will end up working in your favor, even if it doesn't appear so on the front end. You'd be surprised. Malachi, for 5 on it, said, you can hear Natalia's bones cracking through your TV screen. Sounds like a transmission slipping. Somebody need to go put some oil on that lady. Somebody pour some doggone oil. All right, we're going to commercial break with Natty and EO. Should have been a quick work. Come on, EO, pick it up. All right, here we go. New York, Josh Hart indeed is making stuff happen. Josh Hart is indeed making stuff happen. Rattling off 4 points already after asking if he's going to go off. What do you know? But again, for New York, you want it to be somebody else other than Brunson. And of course, Josh Hart is right there ready to go. Yeah, Olivia, that's a fact. Yeah, you want to be honest speaking with the lady. Because more often than not, the reason why there's a whole lot of, issues that's going on is because most people just over here lying. And you'd be surprised. There are individuals who would have no issues being a secondary coital appointment. As long as you're honest about it. And if you don't have an issue with them possibly having you slotted as the secondary coital appointment. But you protect yourself. You be transparent. You don't be an asshole. Because most ladies' biggest concern is you don't embarrass nobody and make them look like a fool. Don't do that. Like every time I see somebody who mess around and decide to go behind somebody else's back, but they do it publicly, I'll be sitting there like, yo, y'all some idiots. Y'all are wildin'. There's going to be some irrational advice, but if you ever wanted to go and step out on your lady, hire yourself an escort. Do the act, move forward. Don't freaking try to give somebody else the fucking girlfriend experience and then now you end up getting caught up. You look stupid. Josh Hart getting back to the line again. People be doing stupid things. Do it a one-off. Deal with somebody who legitimately is it. Don't do no Ashley Madison kind of situation. You find somebody, you make a one-time payment, you get that son bitch up out of there, and you go back and do what you got to do. I've always said if there was ever a point in time in which I was supposed to transmogrify into a cheetah, that's how I would do it. Legitimately, how you do it. People be commingling. You have fucking work. Oh, let me start talking to my coworker and try to take Shorty down. Oh, but every time we have the company, the company parties, our holiday parties, I'll bring my girl, I'll bring my wife around. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Go to a different city. Go out to a different state. You want to go do your dirt? Do some interstate kind of situation. Don't do your shit all within the same city, within close proximity. That's stupid. Use your common sense. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, wow. Miles Turner almost tried to get himself on a poster. And here goes New York, tie game, 62 all, call timeout. Call timeout. Call timeout. New York bringing the energy right there. Was that Stephon Marbury? Shit. What do you know? Stephon Marbury in the building. Malachi put 5 on it. Said you'd rather tell hurtful truth than walking around telling a beautiful lie. Ain't that the truth? Because more often than not, that lie gonna come back to haunt you. It's not worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. We could try the Ty Lue challenge. I mean, you can, as long as you're honest about it. Yeah, Marbury at the game, you got to win that game. Marbury at the game, you got to win that game. You get money, you'll be like Tiger Woods, 7 girlfriends. Here's the thing. I attempted, man, that ain't for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I remember back in early 2019, I think I was talking to 6, philandering with 3, and it was too much fucking work. I said, yeah, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. Motherfucker like me love the game, love the hustle, but not that kind of hustle and game. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Give me a primary, secondary, that's enough for me. I ain't doing the whole juggling, looking at the phone. Which one is this? Nah, that ain't me. Everybody built different, but different sort of stuff. I know that ain't me. I can't keep that up. Shit, call me Shannon Sharp. I was hell when I was well. Oh shit, Giavelli, what's good? Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother. Who I got tonight, the Nuggets or the T-Wolves? I have the Nuggets winning this game because I can't envision the circumstance of them going down 0-2 on their own home floor. That'd be wild. Well, pardon. They're on the road. Sorry, I take that back. They're on the road. Actually, no. No, they're not. They are at home. Yeah, I can't envision the circumstance of them losing 2 at home. Yeah, I really don't know why this match is still going on. It's crazy. It's been this going on way too doggone long. Hurry up and tap her out, please. Rob S says, I recommend doing the past road trips. You meet a lot of great ladies. But here's the thing. You go over there, you got to have the right particular kind of intention. Don't go over there and try to sell the fucking dream. You got to be very, very transparent about what it is that you're doing. Because think about it. The same type of thing that a lot of the people fail to be able to do over here, they just go over there, sell a dream, break those ladies' hearts, and then go travel back to the damn States. Like, come on now. You're creating that. You're messing it up for everybody else. And then you're making a doggone stigma. Like, I think a lot of people at first, the passport bros had good intentions. And then now it's since turned into something that is ridiculous. They keep letting Natty get exposure for the fans to tune into NXT. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's a great worker, but that's pretty much it. Within the ropes, she's all right. Hand her a mic, backstage segment, But the women know what time it is. Just be honest. Well, yeah, correct. Just be honest. Don't be on some turn into Robert. Turn it on to Mr. Kelly. Talk about, do you have, what was it? It was, do you have your passport? Do you want to come with Rob to America? America.
Relationship with your
Oh
children.
my God.
Did you get your shots? Do you have a passport? Do you want to come back with Rob to America? America. Like, come on now. All right, here we go. Indiana back in front, but not for long. Oh, Lord. Virgo said, for you want to see the Mavs versus Knicks in the finals because you're a Mavs fan and your mom's a Knicks fan? That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Come on, Halliburton, and one. Easy work. Easy work. Thank you, EO. Pack her up. Match done. Pack her ass up. Great fucking aerial shot that they had over there from the they had the Sean Bradley camera for EO Sky to mess around and get that W. I love it. I love it. International mommies are pre-incorporated. It's hilarious. Oh, Monica, I subscribe to your YouTube channel. I'm subscribing number 2, by the way. But EO advancing in the goddamn queen of the ring. So there is indeed that. Yeah, match been too doggone long. It looked like they fixing a talk. Dakota Kai got herself a mic. Where's Oscar? Why is she not here? Dakota is a snake, so it's only a matter of time before she turned on somebody. Oh, she's hurt. Oh, my. Come on now. You got to make your fucking free throws, fam. You got to make your goddamn free throws, fam. They free. Can't be over here missing the shit. How do I think Penix will pan out? Well, it all depends on if he gets the playing time over there in Atlanta. Hopefully they don't do Son dirty. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, interesting. EO Sky with a W over there. Yeah, Siakam playing like a fraud again. Ain't that the truth? He is not playing very well at the moment. He is not playing very well at the moment. Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. Yeah, they fixing to have this. Look at this promo package for Ilya. You know it's fixing to be dope. Oh, there we go. Now you got yourself a bucket. 2-point lead right now for Indiana. 43% from the free throw is crazy, ain't it? If I was invited to the Tom Brady roast, would I be ready to and give you a joke? Would I be ready to roast Tom Brady? I mean, the moment that I step to the mic, that would be the first thing. Really, it'd be a Chiseled Adonis viewers would understand what would be coming from. But god damn, Jalen Brunson almost got himself a block. But I'd say I'd say stuff along the lines of being bailed out or things of that nature. These people was going for blood. Oh damn, Dragunov looked like he ready. Dakota talking big mess, acting like she wasn't on the shelf months ago. Nobody cared about you. Damn. Your sleeper in the ring. Nah, I think it should be Dragunov versus Gunther for the final, but one way or another, it's gonna be dope. That 28-3 gonna be haunting. Mention AB and get kicked out. Shit. Motherfucker like me would have Giselle on FaceTime. Is Ronda Rousey still? No, she's gone. She's gone. Yeah, he is dressed like the Green Ranger. Yeah, these are round 2 matchups. If only that was the case. That's why I felt so conflicted when they announced, who was going to be wrestling who. I felt like, damn, they're going to have some stuff that's passed up. Oh, he's the speed champion. I didn't even know. Who would have thought this man's the speed champion? I didn't even know. When the hell did he become the speed champion? Was this week? Last week? Damn. Yeah, Tommy lives on, man. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. Have I seen the clip of Gunther chopping Dragunov on NXT? If I thought the France crowd was loud, listen to that chop. Oh, I heard the chop. I seen it on Twitter. Want me to react to Ronda Rousey's downfall and disrespecting WWE? She's just not a very likable person. Like, here's the thing. Ronda still hasn't given props to Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes. All she's done is make excuses. All she's ever done was make excuses. Didn't get over in WWE. Blamed the fans. Literally went into WWE. They gave you an opportunity to reclaim your name and become a fan favorite again. Ronda hitting the motherfuckers with the shoulders every time that she walked down to the ring or whatever. She sucked on the fucking mic. Kept ad-libbing for absolute trash when she actually did decide to go and ad-lib and utilize her own doggone time and her expertise on the mic. She was just bad, and she's not a very good person at her core. Not to say that, she's a freaking... murderer, abuser, and all this other stuff. But even when you look at her book, I believe she talked about beating her goddamn ex-boyfriend. Maybe not so much beating, but manhandling, a woman handling at that particular point, and bragging about it. Like, this is just, she's just not, there's nothing about her that makes you want to be, oh man, Ronda, right? Like, she killed her own PR, per se. She was incredibly limited for what she did inside of the in the UFC. Yeah, she's great at judo, but you take a look at the vast majority of her doggone matches, it was winning by way of armbar, which is no fucking problem. But you can't sit over here and talk about, man, you're the greatest when you've got a limited bag. I guess the thing that's weird with her is like, why do you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Tie game, 68 all, by the way. Yeah, Nunes whipped her ass, first 48. Shorty got dealt with in 48 seconds. Yeah, and Ronda tried to bury the company. Like, come on now. You can't do stuff like that and think people are just going to take that lightly. All right, New York. All right, New York. 3-point lead. Nah, I'm not going to stream the Wolves Nuggets because I just won't have the time tonight. ML said, in my opinion, which NFL team of the 2000s dropped the ball the hardest, trading away a talented player? DiVincenzo is balling. Remember what I said, New York would need to have multiple people with at least 15 to 20 points. You know that's primarily going to be coming from their starters. But now, if you're Indiana, you've got to score. New York is looking good right now. New York's looking really good right now. But if I had to say the 2000s who traded away a player in the 2000s, the Eagles getting rid of Terrell Owens. I think the Eagles dropped the ball by getting rid of Terrell Owens. Dallas dropped the ball by getting rid of Terrell Owens. I think the Patriots were fine because the year after they got rid of Randy, they still ended up going to the Super Bowl. But I think they could have kept Randy for another year as well. Come on, Indiana. There you go. No, they're talking 2000s, not 2020s. 2000s, not 2020s. And the Panthers didn't necessarily drop the ball because they still ass right now. But yeah, I think those three receivers not retaining them. Yeah, I think those three receivers not retaining them. Owens by Owens by Philly, Dallas, and Owens, and then if I wanted to say a third, not a player, but a coach. The Chargers, Marty Schottenheimer, 2006. Probably that. No. Favre with the Jets and the Packers, no, because Favre kept teasing retirement, so he did it to himself. The Packers did what the smart thing was. I can't do that for them. And the Jets, Favre did it again with retire and all the other stuff, so I'm not remotely surprised. Colts and Manning was in the 2010s, and they made the right decision. We're thinking the decade of 2000 to 2010. Bears and Hester happened in the 2010s. Oh, what a fucking goddamn German suplex release by Dragunov outside the ring. Golly. Raiders and Gruden in 2002. Well, 2001, I should say. No, it was 2002. I'm tripping. Because it was the games was played in 2002 for those playoffs, and then he was gone in 2002. Come on, Pacers. Oh, they back in front now. This has been a slow third quarter. Cowboys firing Parcells in 2006. Big Tuno is a hell of a goddamn coach. I'm glad that they had the documentary on 30 for 30 for the two Bills. I'm glad that he had his moment. And some people do not know how good Bill Parcells was. Like, if there's anything that we're really missing in sports across the ball, across the all sports, really, in my opinion, were the coaches that were like the coaches who were not to be fucked with. I think Belichick might be the last of that guard in the NFL. There's a lot more player coaches kind of situation. Even in the NBA, Pop is maybe the last. And then even then, Pop has been more jolly and everything now. Like that era of coaches of where it's like, yo, you as a grown-ass man still would kind of look at your coach and look the other way if you was doing tomfoolery. It's kind of like, oh, man, hold on. It's like a pseudo-father kind of situation. The Pistons was absolutely wildin' in the 80s, but Chuck Daly walk into a room, hey, motherfuckers is sitting up. Dan Campbell, low-key starting to bring it back. But then at the same time, he seems like he's more along the lines of kind of. Mike T, not so much. He's since gotten a soft spot. When he first came to Pittsburgh, yes, but not anymore. Did I give my opinion on Darvin Ham yet? Yeah, I talked about it much earlier, ASAP, but I'll give you a recap. I think the right decision was made by letting him go. And furthermore, I think he has to go be an assistant elsewhere and begin to build himself back up prior to getting to the point where you know, he can mess around and be a head coach again, because I just don't think he was particularly ready just yet. So we'll see. Sean Payton, not so much. He tried to do it in Denver, but the players didn't even buy in. Yeah, Ilya and Ricochet cooking. Miami trades with New Orleans for Ricky Williams. I don't think that was a bad trade. I don't think that one was a bad trade. Good pass. Come on now. Get you a bucket. Thank you. All right, Indiana. 7-point lead. I think this might be their largest lead of this game. Yeah, this might be their largest lead of this game. Good fucking basketball. Good fucking basketball. Where's my remote so I could probably accelerate, see if I can get TJ McConnell with fucking 16 off the bench. Oh shit, hold on, wait a minute. Good answer right here. Topping between the fucking legs in New York, bro. That's crazy. But then way to answer right back DiVincenzo with a 3. But then the Pacers answer right back with one of their own. Oh, they might have to call timeout. If I'm New York, I got to call a timeout. Matter of fact, no, take it to the end of the half. Quarter. Worst trade in the NFL. And then the worst Steelers trade. Worst Steelers trade. I can't think of it. Yo, that dude is fucking balling, bro. DiVincenzo is fucking balling, bro. Back-to-back buzzer beaters to end the quarters. Miles Turner hitting a goddamn 3. Who saw that one coming? And both teams are shooting 50% from the floor. You heard that right. Both teams are shooting 50% from the floor. But you know what's crazy? Indiana has taken 9 more shots than New York. They've taken 9 more shots than New York. But New York has out-rebounded Indiana. That is interesting. How the hell does that happen? How does that happen? But both teams shooting 50% from the field. Indiana 40, damn near both teams shooting 41%. Indiana's 40.9% from 3, and New York is 41.2. New York has 13 of 15 free throws made. Indiana's 6 of 9. Incredible. This is going to come down to the wire. Chase Claypool being Pittsburgh's best trade is hilarious. I think Pittsburgh's best trade was getting Jerome Bettis. I don't believe he went in free agency to Pittsburgh. I think they traded to go and get Jerome Bettis. Yeah, I think they traded to get Jerome Bettis. I can't remember. Somebody would have to confirm that in the chat. But their worst one, it escapes me. It escapes me. All right, dragging off with a crazy-looking senton. Oh, they did? Okay, yeah, so that would probably be their best trade. Worst, I can't recall, but worst NFL trade, probably no. It wasn't a trade for Albert Haynesworth. I think they signed him in free agency. What was the worst situation in a trade in the NFL? Golly, it escapes me. I would have to think. Yeah, the Knicks have 9 turnovers. Pardon me, they have 10 turnovers to the Pacers 3. 10 turnovers to the Pacers 3. Yeah, Haynesworth was a free agent. Maybe Jadeveon Clowney? I can't remember. Oh, maybe David Boston. No. David Boston, not so much, because it was more of a they paid him in San Diego and then he underperformed. So I can't say David Boston. Russell Wilson to the Broncos. Yeah, that works. Russell Wilson to the Broncos. That works. I was thinking more historically, but there's that. Steelers trading up to get Devin Bush didn't pan out well. He was good that first and a half year, and then once he tore up his knee, it was over. I could chalk that more up to injury. Herschel Walker to the Vikings actually wasn't too bad. It was a lot that ended up getting trading, but Herschel Walker was still solid. He was still solid. The Cowboys just turned a dynasty out of it. Yeah, it's the fourth quarter right here. It's time. New York, Indiana, it's time for a magnificent close to this game. Josh Hart looks like he's on his way to a triple-double. Oh, Watson to the Browns, yes, but they're still in the midst of doing it right now. At least we know with Russell Wilson, his tenure over in Denver is over. Watson with the Browns is still going on right now, so there's still an opportunity for them to make that worthwhile. Oh, damn, here comes Ilya dropping them goddamn forearms now. What a freaking match. Ricochet and Ilya is cooking right now. Golly. Is Herschel the best athlete ever? No, I would go Dion or Bo, Jordan. Just a lot of different freaking, but I'd probably go Dion or Bo. Four-point lead right now for Indiana. Shit coming down to the wire over here. But I will say this much. If you are Pascal Siakam, you got to make your goddamn free throws. You cannot afford to not cook. I think this is his quarter to take over. This is his quarter to take over. Oh, yeah, Ilya got this match. What a match from Dragunov. This man cannot not cook. He can't not cook, bro. Golly, TDM said, where the hose out? I would hope not in your crib. Sir, you are a father of 8. Obi Toppin, hit one top. That man is balling back in the goddamn garden again. Who that for life? Chris Patuan said, mine going live on Saturday Stallions and Hawks game. I don't know if I will be going live then. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. What a match from Dragunov, taking down the speed champion Ricochet. And now he's going to go one-on-one with Jey Uso next week. Yeah, I expect that final to be Dragunov and Gunther. Yeah, Uso and Dragon gonna cook next time. And Dragunov is just somebody who's, I think he'd be a magnificent face. I don't think he should go heel, but him joining Imperium would be fucking amazing. Knicks gonna need a lot of ice keeping them young stuff. Well, shit, with the amount of minutes that you about to have these boys playing, it's gonna be crazy. 94-85. The Knicks need a basket right now, though. 10:30 left to go in this game. Yeah, go ahead, call a goddamn timeout. They better freaking go and regroup. TJ McConnell over here with 18 off the bench. DiVincenzo balling got you 19. Jalen Brunson, 22 points. Josh Hart got you 17. You got 13 from Hartenstein, 11 from OG, but off the bench for New York, you've only got 3. Robinson got you 2. And then Achua got you 1. There's only 3 points off the bench in contrast to 42 points off the bench from Indiana, which is incredible. That's incredible. Balanced attack coming from Indiana. High vibe. Put 5 on it. Much love. Alex, what's going on? Wagwan, brother. I appreciate you, dog. New York wants Boston and they're losing. I mean, they not quite yet. They got more work to do. Tibbs got to let go that comb over go. Well, shit. I mean, I can't blame you. Is D Rose a Hall of Fame case? No. He's going to be the first NBA MVP to not be a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt in my mind D Rose will not be in the Hall of Fame. Sheamus is up next. Burger after burger after burger after burger after burger. That's hilarious. Son said, why Sheamus dressed like Music Soul Child? Come on now, don't do that. Don't do that to him. Isn't D Rose an NBA 75? Nope. Nope. D Rose hasn't done anything since 2015. I think that was his last All-Star year bid. I still got the blade of death. Yeah, it's right behind me. If I move out of the way, it's right there. It's the top blade right underneath the title. It's still here. I still got that blade of Levi. Pat Bev locker room incident was stupid, damn disrespectful clown behavior indeed. And he might have just played, or I should say he might have just been on his last team in the NBA, because you can't conduct yourself like that. Pat Bev actually had a very good series. So believe it or not, this actually increased his stock during this series, but his dumbass post, game presser and then also throwing the basketball might have just cost him his remainder of the career in the NBA. Because Pat Bev is what now, 37? Funny enough, Pat going to Shanghai would be on brand. He's not above going over there because he already played overseas too. But yeah, D Rose is going to be the first MVP who's not going to the Hall of Fame because he's done. Oh no, 2012 was actually the last year that he was in the All-Star game. My apologies. I thought it was 2015 he had an All-Star bid. I guess not. Your fantasy match, Gunther versus Prime Taker. WrestleMania 21 versus through 28. Okay. You could probably replace Mark Henry at WrestleMania 22. (94-87) back-to-back free throws coming by way of Jalen Brunson. He got slapped from the east to the west. Oh, he said, do more commentary. Pardon. Do more commentary on the slap fights? Oh, yes, indeed. I just have waiting for Power Slap to get their latest one uploaded, which I believe they just did, so. Should be coming soon. Lizzo's dressed like bacon for the Met Gala. Oh, by the way, we're going to roast the Met Gala. Maybe tomorrow we'll roast the Met Gala. Because I want to bring that one back. I asked on Instagram, and I think it was an overwhelming. For those who hadn't already, go over to Instagram right now at Chiseled Adonis and go and vote on the story if I should roast the Met Gala. Let me see what statistics just so happen to be. Yeah, about 95. Yeah, about 95% are saying yes. How does Halliburton only have 6 points? Because he's not a scorer. He's not a scorer. He's a dude who dishes out the basketball. He ain't no scorer. What a block. I'm not remotely surprised at Halliburton because this whole postseason he hasn't even been attempting to score. He's primarily just been trying to dish the basketball out. Hey, Glasgow, Scotland. Oh, because Glasgow. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because Clash at the Castle is in June. Damn. So hold on. Wait a minute. Nah, this tour got to be brutal on the wrestlers. You coming from France, then in a couple of weeks, you go from France to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Then you go from Saudi Arabia, and then a couple of weeks later, you go to Scotland? That's crazy. Yeah, Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark looked like she been crying. What's going on over here? Zoe Stark should get the W over here, though. They got to book her the right way. That run from Taker from Mania 21 to 29 might only be topped by HBK post-back surgery. I agree. I actually enjoyed the match with Henry at Mania 2. Come on now, Jalen Brunson inside. Teardrop, can't get that one to go. Good hustle by Mitchell Robinson. All right, New York, that's how you score. Josh Hart inside. Zoe Stark crying, let you fit that. Yeah, she seems to be the anti-booty police on IG, or I should say on Twitter, if you guys haven't already seen. Every time Naomi throws it back, Zoe Stark's like, hey, can we take this off of television, please? You thought they called one of them dumbass hanging onto the rim text for a second? Yeah, me too, for a second. I thought that was the case. Ben Simmons was at the Met Gala. Yeah, I don't understand. I'll never understand what, like, it's apparently it is a dinner? Because for the longest, I've always wondered, like, what happens there? Matter of fact, let me search it. What even is the Met Gala? That's the first thing that pops up. What even is the Met Gala? Costume Institute Gala. Like, what do they actually even do? Maybe it's some sort of fashion show inside, but I don't know. What's going on? What are those yellow things besides people's name? Oh, that's the badges. So the people who are members on the channel. He can dress out on the carpet but can't drop 20 points. What was the point? Let alone 20 points. He can't even be available for his team. That's where you want to know, like, what are they doing? Ben wants everything that comes with basketball, but get better with basketball. Cap Tate Sports said, are you the only one who thinks Ivy Nile and the Creeds have been sorely underutilized, especially since they got that dog in them? I would agree. They are indeed underutilized, but I think the Creed brothers will be joining Chad Gable, and they're going to be Team Angle 2.0. The gala just seems like spring fashion comedy for a spring fashion Halloween party. Yes, indeed. It's a museum? Okay. Every year, same location, same figurines? Oh, my. But we've got a little over 9 minutes left to go here in this game, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're the New York Knicks, you've got to get this W over here because you don't want to not protect home floor. Oh, look at the goddamn Shaquille O'Neal cam from up above. All right, Ivy Nile. Okay, Ivy Nile. Big ass fucking bulldog. Met Gala is a fundraiser to help the benefit to the museum itself. Okay, fair enough. Those are the New York Yankees? Okay. Who's this dude with this mustache? Sunday, these two dudes look kind of kumse kumsa. But all right. 3-point game. New York answers right back again. 1-point game now. Mitchell Robinson with a crazy block. Yo, DiVincenzo been balling all fucking day, bro. DiVincenzo been balling all goddamn day, bro. That's exactly what you needed from New York. Now, Hart, DiVincenzo, and Brunson is about to break. Well, Hart got to get into the 20s, but he's almost there. He's almost there. Because New York is balling right now. You still got absolutely nothing from your bench, though, and that's going to be a problem. You can't just keep heavily relying on your starters. It's fucking 46-3 starters versus bench points. Like, you got to get something off the goddamn break. I don't think that was a go 10. Oh, yeah, that's a go 10. Jalen Brunson has now scored a grand total of how many points?
27.
27!
27.
27.
27.
27 27 27 27
17
27.
In Sept,
3-point game. Jalen Brunson, 27 points, but not anymore. He's now got 29. Pardon me, 29. Good pull-up from the foul line in order to get himself to 29. Come on now. Under 7 minutes left to go in this game here. Halliburton still only got 6 points, and he hasn't even attempted a shot like that. Man is 2 of 6. Oh, it's our truth. Yo, they are hustling out there on the floor. Dan Hurley. What the hell is Dan Hurley doing over there? The hell is Dan Hurley doing on Raw? That's random as hell. Julius Randle out for the whole year. Julius Randle's done. Like, if the Knicks were to make it to the finals, I still think Julius Randle would be out and unavailable. R-Truth trying to get a tag team match against the Huskies, indeed. Jalen Brunson is now up to 31 points, by the way. 102.99, a little under 6 minutes left to go in this game. Oh, that should have been an and one. If you're in New York, you need your bench players to start giving some points, bro, because 3 points off the bench is terrible. 3 points off the bench is terrible. Five-point lead right now. Oh, it's Chad Gable. Midway through the remainder of this game. Oh, I done dropped myself down. There we go. All right. Oh, and big shout out to Shout out to Son TJ for this dope ass t-shirt right here. Look at that. Check that out. I am rooting for the Knicks. I am rooting for the Knicks to win this game. Wow, Josh Hart with the and one. That dude is balling. Now we've got 3 New York Knicks in more than 20 points. Josh Hart is balling right now. Son said, I'm built like a Machamp. Perk Gable is heading out right now. But yeah, I am cheering for the New York Knicks to mess around and get themselves a W for this game and truly for the series so I can go to a conference final in Madison Square Garden. I think that would be absolutely electric. And look, Josh Hart still inside, still balling, 1-point game. Golly, this man is balling, 23 points. He's only a couple more assists away from a triple-double.
Gate 911 just followed the Chiseled Adonis.
I wonder if that puts them in the bonus. I guess not. Oh, you got to box him out. Come on now. Big Mike is crazy. Now Indiana winning the series. Well, we'll see, Ted. We'll see. Nate the Great in the building. What's good? As a Net fan, you got Indiana winning this game and possibly the series. Come on now. 5:20 something left on the clock here. If you're Indiana, you better be smart. Good call by the referee. That should put them in the bonus now. Yep, free throws coming. Now, if you're Indiana, I'd be attacking. You in the bonus right now. Attack. Denver in 7. Are the Knicks fans absolutely crazy like on social media? Yes. New Yorkers are something different. Like New Yorkers legitimately have a screw loose, fam. New Yorkers legitimately have a screw loose. Like motherfuckers is ready to kill over their teams. And I don't even say that like with hyperbole. I'm legit. Dudes will legit be willing to murder you behind their goddamn basketball team. Yeah, Josh Hart heading to the free throw line. That brother balling right now. Steelers nervous over the Knicks. How much? I got Ryan over this. No, not really. I don't have any money on this series. They had 99 points, not 100. They fixed the score. No, they had to fix the score. It wasn't 104, 104. It was actually 104, 10. Because Josh scored the and one, right? He scored the and one. He scored the and one, made it 101, missed the free throw, caught the rebound, put in the putback. It was actually supposed to be 103. They had it 104, 104. So then the ref went back and fixed it back to put it to 103. That's what happened. I'm pretty sure there's going to be people going on Twitter talking about they deducted a point for the New York Knicks. But that's what ended up happening. Why did Halliburton not shoot there? He a triple-double merchant right now. Or I should say he trying to get a double-double merchant right now. Halliburton should have pulled up for 3. He had the shot right there. He had the shot right there for him. Yeah. That's why. Because initially I was looking at like, why did they put 104? But then I had to remember, it's like, all right, once I saw them fix it to 103, then it confirmed what it was. Josh Hart had the and 104, 101. He missed the free throw, got his own rebound, put it back in there, 103. But I guess whoever was on the scorekeeper must have, in their mind, thought he made the free throw, thus making it 104, 104. Halliburton playing like Ben Simmons. Actually, low-key, I don't know why he's not taking them damn shots, because it's right there for him. 5-point lead right now. Woo! Jalen Brunson balling. But you gotta finish that with a basket. There you go. There you go. There you go. The moment that Brunson crosses that 40-point mark, I say New York loses. The moment that he crosses that 40 points mark, I say they lose. Halliburton got to go score now. Wow, what a fucking steal by OG. What a steal by OG. Halliburton is selling. Halliburton is selling heavily. Freaking Dominic is recruiting all the goddamn Hispanics. I like how Damian don't not fucking with any of the additional Hispanics that freaking Dom is bringing around. Dom trying to recruit all the Hispanics. What's good with him? He trying to really make the LWO like the NWO in the late 90s. But New York trails by 109, 108. And here come big nostrils, Brunson Reed. Do I know Gunther's a heel? Well, yes. He is indeed that. Gable tweaking already? Jeez. Yeah, I'm surprised it is a round one matchup that they got over here. Or is this a matchup? I don't think so. But right now in the Brunson Reed has, I said Brunson Reed. Jalen Brunson, 35 points. Josh Hart, 24. DiVincenzo, 22. Hartenstein, 12. 13. And Anobi with 11. 3 points off the bench for New York. Meanwhile, for Indiana, you've got 23 by Miles Turner, leading all scores for them. Pascal Siakam with 15. Halliburton with a surprising 6 points off the bench. It's TJ McCollum with 18 and Obi Toppin with 12. In fact, if I was Indiana, Obi Toppin should be back on the floor because he provided a whole lot of energy down the stretch in that third quarter. And there it is. New York takes the lead. Oh, Lord in heaven. Indiana got to get their head out their ass. Indiana got to get their head out their ass. This might be it for them. Halliburton's lack of wanting to score is going to cost them. Halliburton's unwillingness to go and score is going to cost them. Look at Stephon Marbury, hype as hell. Yeah, pack them boys up. Jalen Brunson, 38 points. Pack them boys up. They ain't guarding. Yep, they just choked it. They just choked it big time. They just choked it big time. They can't guard that man. They can't guard that man. He cooking them boys right now. He cooking them boys right now. Now he cooking. Look at Halliburton, damn near afraid to go score. Go score, fam. Go score, fam. Oh, what the hell? Sami Zayn just attacked. Where the hell did Sami Zayn come from? Somebody tell Tyrese Halliburton to try to go and score, please. That's crazy. What the hell is that? Walt Frazier? That is Walt Frazier. There you go. You got yourself a free throw right now. You better get a stop. And now we got a tie game. Under 2 minutes left to go here. How long this series going? I think New York will win in 6. As long as New York is able to get one in Indiana and protect home court, I think it's over in 6. Wow, Josh Hart with turnovers and shit. All right. Dudes better be smart with the basketball now. Oh, nah. Review that. I don't think that one was a foul. Let's see if he actually fouled him. That's not a foul. Indiana basketball, that ain't no foul. Indiana basketball, that ain't no foul. Indiana basketball, that ain't no foul. Nope. What do y'all think? 1 in the chat if you think it's a foul. 2 in the chat if you think it's not a foul. Indiana basketball. Come on now. I say that's not a foul. Storm said that you're biased. Fair enough. Then said you're not watching the game, you're going to assume it's a foul. That's hilarious. Just saw the play, no foul. I say no foul. I say no foul. I say no foul. I still say no foul. No foul. No foul. No foul. Indiana basketball. Good call. Good call. Oh, Becky is here. Okay. Somebody's going to need to make something happen over here for these boys. Tie game, 115 all. We're under a minute left to go here. Down the wire we go. Down the wire we go. Oh, geez, this is getting close. This is getting close. Jalen Brunson got 40. You remember what I said? If Jalen Brunson gets 40, New York is going to lose. Jalen Brunson's got 40. I said if he got 40, New York going to lose. Shit. Yeah, you know, New York ain't good in OT. I said if he scores 40, they would lose. He's got 18 points in the quarter. What's homie gonna do now? Hold on, wait a minute now. Look at OB topping. Ah! They should have challenged. That might be all they wrote. Oh my word. Indiana about to just lose because I have no faith they're going to be able to hit a goddamn three coming out. And I know they're going to go for it. Those motherfucking Villanova boys is balling, bruh. Those Villanova boys is fucking balling. That's crazy. Oh, you can't challenge a kickball? Damn. You can't challenge a kickball? Oh, I didn't know. I thought you can challenge all calls. I didn't know you couldn't challenge a kickball. That's brutal. That's brutal. Who would I smash? You would have to pick one. Jade, Naomi, Bianca, Stephanie, Sasha, Tony Storm, Nikki Cross. Of the whole group, probably Bianca. I think the order that I would have it, Bianca, Jade, Naomi, Stephanie, Tony, Sasha, Nikki Cross. That's brutal. Yeah, you can't challenge a kickball. Ends up being Indiana. A blown call keeps the ball in the hand of New York. And then now, here you have a three from DiVincenzo. And Jalen Brunson's 40-point game just now ties him with Bernard King and Michael Jordan for the second most 40-point consecutive games in the postseason in the history of the NBA. Only person in front of him is Jerry West with 6. See, this is what happens when you have a very young team. Motherfuckers is down by 3 and think they need a 3. Siakam inside gets a layup, but then now you got to get a stop. Well, this is interesting. Oh, wow. Tom Thibodeau called he called Jalen Brunson a fucking shithead. Oh, that is off his leg. Yeah, that's off his leg. Yeah, that's definitely off his leg. That's about to be New York basketball. Yeah, that's New York basketball. You can't challenge a 5 second. No, 5 seconds. I had for a feeling you probably couldn't challenge it. Delay a game or kick ball, basically the most obvious ones. Fair enough. Who that for life, Chris? Put 2 on it. Saying your opinion, Drake K. Beef is pointless as hell. It's just a whole back and forth. I think time will tell to see if it even made months because we're still in its infancy, really. What are we, 1 week into it? No, not 1 week. We're because it first dropped the beginning of this month with and then we waited for Drake's response. So yeah, about like what, 3 weeks? Gunther owns the most records held in WWE, including NXT. Well, for the longest reigning champion collectively between 2 titles. Yeah, it should remain New York ball. Now, if I'm Indiana, I'd probably be foul. No, there's a 3-second differential, so it all depends. So don't foul just yet. All right. Let's see what happens here. I got to look up because I know you guys are ahead of me. Oh, wow. Jalen almost lost the damn. Oh, that might be, yeah. Yeah, that might be, yeah. Yeah, that's Indiana basketball. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my. Yeah, that's definitely son. Yeah, that's definitely off of Brunson. Oh boy. Who that for life put 2 on it? Said they jumped Kanye. He deserves all the shots. Oh man. If I'm them, I'd attack the basket. Why offensive foul? Yeah, that's definitely an offensive foul on Miles Turner. This motherfucker is moving. That's crazy. He was moving. That's actually a good call. You can review that if you want, but that's actually a good call. He was moving. He was moving. DiVincenzo definitely was selling, but he was moving. I think that's a good call. I think that's a good call. He was definitely moving, bro. Miles, just stay still, bro. What you doing all this excess? Oh, man. Is it the angle that makes it look like he just... Yeah, I think they're going to keep it up. I think they're going to keep it. I think they're going to keep it. Oh, Lord. Shit. That might be bad for them. Yeah, that might be bad for them, fam. Oh, boy. This is down to the wire, as down to the wire it could be. Damn. Damn. Shit. 12. Oh, my God. Now, I wouldn't say that's a makeup call. I wouldn't say that's a makeup call, because what would it be a makeup call for? Indiana's the one that got screwed on that kick ball earlier. Indiana's the one that got screwed on that kick ball earlier. I can't believe they done got that doggone foul call, and that's how they end up losing the basket. Brian, put 5 on it. Boy, did he sell that call that fall. Who would have thought that Broadway would come to MSG during the game? I can't believe this is how they freaking blow it. This man just nothing. Free throw, free throw, free throw, free throw, free throw, free throw, free throw. Oh, it's Liv Morgan. Delicious. If Natty wins Queen of the Ring tournament, she already lost. What you mean if she wins? Shit. 4-point deficit right now. Well, this about to be it for Indiana now. This about to be it for them now. They only got one chance and it's over. It's over. Pack them boys up. Pack them boys up. New York done got the doggone W. Indiana shot themselves in the foot. Pain. Pain. Quick look at Indiana fans. It's a goddamn shame. They took the damn L. Look what happens when you shoot yourself in the foot. Got you looking like a
Dummy. Yeah. Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. Yeah. Dummy. Yeah. Yeah.
You know who I blame? I blame Tyrese Halliburton. Motherfucker was so goddamn afraid to freaking score, bro. Mans was so fucking afraid to score, bro. How you expect to win basketball games if you're afraid to score? Homie had 6 points. I don't think Halliburton took a shot in the second half, bro. I don't think Halliburton took a shot in the second half, bro. They passed this man the ball with an opportunity to go score inside. He's still trying to find somebody else. Get him the fuck out of here, bro. Get Halliburton the fuck up out of here, bro. This man didn't even want to try to shoot in the final minutes. Get him out of here, bro. I don't think he scored in the second half. I don't think he scored in the second half. I don't even think he took a shot. Pack that boy up, bro. Pack that boy up, bro. It's Halliburton's fault. I blame Halliburton. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Homie didn't even attempt to shoot. He didn't even attempt to shoot. Let me see here in a second. Let me see this in the fourth quarter. Let me see this in the fourth quarter. Turnover, bad pass, he had a steal, bad pass, turnover. He never took a shot in the fourth quarter. He didn't take a single shot in the fourth quarter. You're the all-star, aren't you? You're the all-star, aren't you? He took one shot. No, pardon me, 2 shots in the third quarter, and that's it. He took 2 shots in the second half. Get him the fuck up out of here, bro. Get him up out of here, bro. Get him up out of here, bro. Halliburton is out here looking like
Tobias.
Come on, man. I said he looking like
Tobias.
How? Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense.
Tobias.
They asked Halliburton, go out there and shoot. This motherfucker over here refused to do it. Indiana fans probably watching at home like,
Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. Give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me. Give it to me. Give me what I want.
We're gonna give you what you want.
That's not what I want.
give them what they want. Give them what they want. Halliburton must have had 14 grams.
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Who was on crack?
Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense, bro. Ridiculousness. Nevertheless, Peyton just subscribed 5 goddamn, or I should say 8 months. Pacers in 5, you're desperate. Well, I don't know about all that, but we shall see. But there's one thing that we definitely can say is that the New York Knicks told the Indiana Pacers to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Because today,
You lose.
and had Halliburton bum ass out there looking like a
Failure.
because what they eating?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh hot L's. Get your lemons.
It's over. You lose. It's over. You lose. It's over. You lose.
you lose. And go New York, go New York, go straight into the W train. Who that for life, Chris? Put 5 on it. Said, did I see the TB12 roast? You would make so many Robert Kraft massage jokes and fighting Brady on the spot. Well, for one, I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to watch it. I'll probably see if I could stream it on Kick. We'll see. But overall, from what I saw, some of the clips on Twitter, looks like it was a great roast through and through. So there is that. Happy for the people who happen to go and already see it. But as for me, congratulations to the New York Knicks messing around and getting themselves a W, winning here tonight, 121-117. Although I would love to remain live, I have some things that I have to attend to expeditiously. So with that being the reality of the situation, I shall see you guys maybe not so much tomorrow, probably Wednesday afternoon. Maybe if I can get it on Kick so that we can watch the Netflix is a joke. So there should be that. But tomorrow I should be able to hit the Met Gala roast. And if not tomorrow, then it would be Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Go grab a nearest harlot and have her hit you with the... That would be rather delectable. But one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, y'all have yourselves a very, very good... Now, I don't know about no sparking up. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Fuck wrong with you. Heidi, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.